again, this is Lab 8, the isolation of casein. Okay, so for data table 1, the mass of the beaker for the dry sample was 1.71, and I used, for the optional milk sample, I used the low-fat milk. So that was 1.69 for the mass of the beaker. And the mass of the beaker plus the milk was 10.72. And for the low fat, it would be 11.79. So therefore, the mass of the milk was 10.31 for the dry milk, and for the low fat milk was 10.14. The pH of milk pre-acid was 7, and 7 also for the low fat milk. And for the pH of milk post-acid, it was 4 for the dry milk, and from the optional milk sample was 3. And so for the mass of the filter, it was 1.25, and for the low fat, it was 1.26. And the mass of the filter paper plus the casein was 2.31. And for the low fat was 3.92. So the mass for the casein for the dry milk, it was 1.45 grams, and it looked like this. And for the low fat milk was 2.64 grams, and that one looked a little bit different. It was like this, a little bit more clear, and that was 2.64 grams. And the percentage of the casein in milk for the dry milk was 14.06%, and for the optional milk sample was 26.03%. So yeah, there's a big gap in there. It increased, it was higher than the dry milk. And that's my data for the isolation of casein.